Ahoy hoy YouTube modeling community, it's a lazy-eyed modeler here in the Woody Workshop. This is my first update on Ford Truck Month. Um, we haven't done a lot. I've spent more time wondering how to do things than actual building. But we have started. We've got the frame. I'm just sanding the edges and trying to clean it up, ready to start building it. We've got the rear end housing glued together. Um, this is the engine. The engine blocks are glued on. I just have the head and the distributor sitting on there. There's the bell housing. Here's the transmission that's been put together. I need to clean it up. Um, Oil pan. The brake, emergency brake cross shaft, which goes behind the, actually behind this way, goes in there. But that's just the emergency brake cross shaft. The actual brake cross shaft for the entire braking system, like for the four wheels, sits under the cross member and is sort of like a rod like this, but with a U shape in the bottom because the drive shaft goes between that and the cross member there. So I've been wondering how to do the braking system. Some parts of it I can think of how to do it. Others I'm not sure. There's a lot of chance for detailing on this. If you were really good at detailing, uh, there should be rods. I'm going to drag out the instructions here. Hopefully it'll focus. Um, you see this is the carburetor here. There should be a choke rod, and it's kind of molded, little sections molded onto the carburetor, but there should be a choke rod going from here up to the cowl, and there should also be a gas line coming down to the front of the carburetor here. Those I hope I can bend some solder or maybe some wire to represent those. Like I say, I'm still trying to figure out how to do the brake system. I mean, it's nice they got the emergency brake cross shaft, but I'm not sure if I'm going to try to do the entire um, braking system or not. That's quite a project. Um, this is the starter you see here. It's a two-part thing, but here again there should be a rod coming down to the starter from the cowl, which they don't allow for. Also on the cowl, you have uh, the coil. Here we go. It shows the coil here. That goes on the cowl. Well, underneath it should be a box with wires going to the coil, a wire coming to the distributor as the ignition switch, the pop-out switch for the ignition. Um, some of this I think I can do, and some of it I'm not sure. So I've spent a lot of time, as much time dithering as anything. Here's an example. This is the um, there we go. Can't stay still enough. That's the problem we have with our cameras. We can't stay still enough to get a good picture. But part way down, about where my thumb is, there should be a clamp, because this exhaust manifold, well, the manifold actually only comes about down to here, and then the rest of this is part of the exhaust system, so there should be a clamp here, not just one straight pipe. So I'm going to have to figure out a way on how to put a clamp in there, because that really bugs me, this straight pipe here. It's a major thing, this big clamp that sits here, so I'll have to see and mock something up to fix that. So we're working on Ford Truck Month. Um, and the other thing I want to do, I've knocked the distributor off here now, but sorry for the paper rattling. Where's the distributor? You see the distributor here. Well, once it's in, there should be little wire straps going from the distributor to each spark plug. There's no spark plug wires on stock Model A. They're little straps. I'll dig some out next time I do a video or for one of my videos, so you see what I mean. So now I'm busy trying to think of what kind of flat metal would be flat and flexible enough to do what I need to do, because there again it looks bare without that. But anyway, we are working away on Ford Truck Month, trying to figure out how to do things, and I may just throw up my hands and just do it box stock, but I'd like to add some of these details. So we'll see as we go. Probably next thing I'll do is get this frame put together to see how I might add stuff to it. Anyway, we're plugging away at it. Oh yeah, one last thing. I think I've decided on the color I want to go to, and I think it'd be this Rubellite red, which looks darker on here, but it's a dark red. It's not a maroon, unless you wanted to call it a light maroon, but I think I'm going for that, or if I go crazy, maybe this PGX orange, which is very similar to McLaren orange, maybe a shade darker. And to me, it does make something that's close to that. So I might try that, but I'm leaning more toward this Rubellite red, which is a dark red. Anyway, that's where we sit. Thanks for watching. I'll get back to answering some of the comments on my other videos, and we'll talk to you later. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye now.